film American Casino. Take a look.
We got paid for every deal, so the more deals they did, the more money we would make on the rating side. It was a boon. It was rather humorous because at Christmas time when we were talking about bonuses, we would always joke that we ought to be sending Alan Greenspan a big bouquet or a Cadillac or something because he was keeping the rates so low that the market was just pumping right along. It was grand.
How complicit do you think Alan Greenspan was?
Totally. I mean, Alan Greenspan, first of all, his philosophy, he has this sort of crackpot, Ayn Rand, total free market philosophy, which, as it's so by a funny coincidence, absolutely jibed with the greedy instincts of Wall Street. Plus, everyone, quite rightly, Frank Rader there, says that, what was fundamentally, at least, kicked off this bubble was Alan Greenspan keeping interest rates very low. But there's another part of his activities that deserve closer attention, which is he specifically, forbade any effort to regulate them. I mean, there was a push, for example, in 2004 by regulators in the Federal Reserve to crack down on misleading subprime advertising, to crack down on people who were, basically selling these fraudulent loans with fraudulent advertising. And Greenspan stopped that.
So you think it was all really a scam to transfer money from the vulnerable and the poor to the wealthy? It wasn't, and there was no, positive interest in home ownership distribution involved?
Well, you have to understand that just at the time when there was this great interest in home ownership, to help people, this philanthropic desire, at the same time, Wall Street had discovered that it was a really great thing to do to shove a lot of subprime loans into a structured vehicle rather than just a few. There was a time when they were making these investment products that they would put all kinds of loans in there, and they realized they could make a lot more money by just shoving in more and more subprime. And as the Bear Stearns banker makes clear in the film, he says it was all to feed these CDOs. So the CDOs, you could put into a CDO squared, one of these gigantic things, you could put over 1 million subprime loans in just one of them. And to feed those products, because the banks were making so much money off those products, was what they did. He explains it. He told us at length about how they would warehouse the loans to prepare them, to get them ready for securitization.